Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Caterina, or Cat, and this is Infinite Wellness Within. In today's Pick a Card reading, our topic is 222, Harmony, Balance, and Alignment. And so the 222 is for February 22nd, and we're going to look at how things are coming together for you harmoniously, how things are balancing out for you, and how things are coming into alignment for you. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. As usual, always remember that is the only way to book any of my services with me. I will never reach out to you, so if someone does reach out to you, just know that is not me. All right, so today I have the Temperance card from 3 different decks, and that's how you'll choose your group today, or by your crystals. So let me go through each one for you. Group number 1, this is your Temperance card from the Witch's Garden Tarot. And you also have the Amethyst. Group number 2, this is your Temperance card from the Light Seers Tarot, and you have the Labradorite heart. Group number 3, this is your Temperance card from the Earth Woman Tarot, and you have the Clear Quartz. Please take your time choosing your card or cards, and it is perfectly fine to choose more than one card. If you're drawn to more than one, just use your intuition and let that guide you, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, group number 1. You have the Amethyst, and this is your Temperance card from the Witch's Garden Tarot. So I'll put this back in the deck so that we have it when we get to your tarot cards, and we'll start with your oracle cards. All right, Spirit, what can you tell us for group number 1, please? 222, Harmony, Balance, and Alignment. Okay, you have fogged in, go slow, take time. All right, so it looks like this is what you are leaving with this 222 portal. And it seems like you may have been looking for answers or lacking information or needing more clarity on something, and something may have been delayed with a plan that you had. So maybe you planned on making pretty significant changes in your life with this boat. You wanted to go somewhere, you wanted to do something, and for one reason or another, that did not happen. So I feel like for you, group number 1, there's something going on where this is starting to change for you. That fog is starting to lift. And Spirit does have, I don't know if I'd call it a warning, but Spirit is saying when that fog does lift, don't just take off and go as fast as you can. Make sure that you feel things out. How do things feel? How do things look? And definitely use your intuition and go with your gut for when you proceed forward, because there could be a reason why you were unable to move forward. So, maybe you were going in the wrong direction, or you were missing something, or something like that. So just keep that in mind. Nothing too serious. Look at this. So you have a breaking trail, or a breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. So do you see what I'm saying? This is being lifted. You're moving past this, and you're going to be able to get to work regarding whatever it was that was stalled or delayed. So definitely, I feel things are coming into alignment for you regarding something that was on pause, or something that you wanted to do, but for one reason or another, you couldn't start doing that yet. So let's look at your other cards. Ooh, I think it's these right here. Oh, okay, well, Okay, that's too many. So let's take these. You have 3. So let's see what we have. I don't want this to be too long for you. All right. So, ooh, you have trust. Isn't that interesting? So trust that this time things are going to be different when you try to move forward with something. It is going to work this time. You will know. You will know when it's time to move forward with something. So if you don't feel like you could literally do this with your plan, lean back and know that the universe is going to catch you, then go slow, take your time. You don't have to go as soon as you see the fog lifting. That seems to be very important. If it doesn't feel like it's time yet, then pause, because it will be time. There is a breakthrough at hand, but you definitely want to listen to, your inner guidance. And I do feel like you'll be getting signs and synchronicities from the universe, like right before you have this breakthrough. So just keep that in mind also. So you have appreciation. Ooh, very interesting. Yeah. So this to me is showing me, first of all, you have all of these butterflies right here. But this is showing me that you're going to be receiving. You're going to be literally sitting amongst everything that you have been waiting for, what you've been working for, what your goal is, what you've been visualizing. And you're going to appreciate, for one reason or another, I feel you're going to appreciate that there was a delay. I think because things are going to work out possibly better than what you expected, but only because there was a delay. So it does seem to be like there was some sort of divine purpose in the delays. So just keep that in mind as you go forward. And then you have peace here. So I feel that the piece is talking about a couple different things. I feel for one, it's talking about have peace while you're waiting for the fog to clear. Have peace in knowing that you will be able to move forward at the right time. And I feel, trust that it just wasn't the right time to move forward yet. And so try to have peace before. And then once you start moving forward, have peace knowing that you are going to be receiving what you were hoping to receive before you got fogged in. So yeah, especially with appreciation and peace, this is really, really showing me harmony, balance, right? Alignment, where you love where you end up. All right. What else can you tell us? Thank you. Okay, you have number 10, energy, rush of excitement. Wow. So yeah, I definitely feel like, well, first of all, this makes a lot of sense because I was feeling a rush of excitement when I was talking about go slow. When the fog breaks, go slow. Like just because the fog broke doesn't mean you have to rush into something. So still make sure it feels right for you. But yeah, definitely number 10 is showing that, you're at the end of a cycle. This fog is breaking very, very soon for you. Rush of excitement. You have trust that things are going to happen for you. Appreciation, peace, and excitement here. So just know that you're on the right track. You are in alignment with where you're going. And I feel that things are gaining energy for you in the sense of things are going to start moving to your favor very soon. There is something with this cup of tea here where I feel like your spirit guides are saying something about self-care, especially with the peace card here. So don't stress about what's going on in the delays that you've had because things are going to change for you. Let me just move these down a little bit so that we can fit your tarot cards. So yeah, take care of yourself. Make sure that you are getting enough sleep and not too anxious with things. Definitely if you are someone who enjoys like herbal teas, something like that, that could be something that would be beneficial for you to help you relax. What can you tell us for group number 1, please? 222, harmony, balance, alignment. Oh, interesting. Okay. Why do I feel, did I say something about a door? I think I did, didn't I? Because now I'm getting like deja vu. I think I said something about one door closing and another door opening. But yeah, we could literally see that right here. So you have the Hierophant. Remember I told you something about alluding to divine timing? Well, I'm definitely feeling that with the Hierophant because here there's like a divine order to things. So yeah, I feel like, yes, there was a delay and it was quite an annoyance for you. I feel for some of you it was more upsetting than others. Some of you may have just kind of gone with the flow. Others of you thought that this plan was never going to happen because of this delay. But what I'm seeing here is that it's literally the time is, upon you to move forward with something. And it does feel like as soon as you open that door, you're going to be able to take steps toward what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So people, places, things, and situations I feel are going to come together quite easy for you. And I feel that there is a lot for you to learn going forward. There's something about learning things going forward. Oh, well, maybe it's learning to trust your gut, trust your intuition. I feel that's it for some of you. So let's move on and see if we get more information about that. Okay, very interesting that this is the second card that we have pulled from the tarot deck, and it's the second card with a door here. So yeah, you're in this person right here has their hand on the door, like pulling the door closed, getting ready to go forward. So yeah, absolutely, doors are opening for you. A door is closing, a new door is opening. I feel for some of you, you weren't able to move forward because there was some sort of information that you needed, or some of you needed to get closure on something, or you needed to find answers as far as like, why am I making these changes in my life or something like that. So it definitely feels like something wasn't complete either on your end or on the other side, like where you're going, what you're going towards. Something wasn't complete yet. That's why things got put on pause. But that's changing for you. Absolutely, that's changing for you, especially because you have number 9 here, which is indicating the end of a cycle, right? And then number 10 here, which is that new beginning. So yeah, things are shifting for you. And here is the Moon card. So I feel like, once again, there was something that wasn't ready. There was something that was hidden. You didn't have all of the answers, or maybe you were making plans that wouldn't have longevity to them. And so the universe had to put things on pause so that you could take some time to evaluate things. And during that pause, some of you may have come to the conclusion that someone or something should not be going with you into this new beginning, or, something like that. There was a shakeup because something was out of place. Something wasn't in place, something like that. But now you are, I feel with this Moon right here, you're getting the green light to go forward. Some of you also may have had, in the meantime, while you were waiting to move forward, some of you may have had an alternative come up where it's like, oh, okay, I didn't see that option before, but now that I see it, maybe I should do that instead of the original plan. So I feel that that is possible for some of you as well. The Hanged Woman. Look at all, you're definitely getting all of this kind of similar information about waiting. So yeah, this is confirmation. So 2 pieces of confirmation here. Yes, you've been waiting. Yes, it's coming to an end. You're on the brink of a transformation here. I feel that the way that you were building something, like a plan that you had or a life that you had in mind for your future, something was just slightly off with that. And not that it would have necessarily turned out bad. For some of you, it would have been a major headache. But it's like, I just feel like you can build what you are trying to build with different materials, and it will end up being more prosperous for you. It'll bring more abundance for you. It'll absolutely bring more harmony, balance, and alignment for you. And that's it. That's like the only reason why things were paused. Yeah, it just feels like a piece of the plan may have fallen apart, or by waiting, now things are going to come together even better for you. And some of you may have been trying to move forward without a complete plan, because there is something here about missing a critical piece of information. And in this downtime, on this pause, you are gaining that information. And then as soon as you get that piece of information, you can move forward. So some of you may have been trying to move forward against your better instinct. You may have had an instinct of, well, I should really wait, but I don't want to wait. I want to, get out of where I am right now. And that could be why you need patience. Why it says go slow and take time. All right, the Three of Wands. I love this for you. Oh my gosh, look, there's a little turtle right here. I don't know if you can quite see that. There's a little turtle here. So what that is showing me, once again, all of your cards are saying the exact same thing in one form or another. Things slow down for you. It's taken you a while to get to the point where you can actually move forward with something. But what we're seeing right here is you have the three lotus flowers coming in here. And isn't it interesting that you have 2, 2, 2? So there's 3 there. And then for the title of this reading, I put harmony, balance, and alignment. So harmony, balance, alignment with the 3 of Wands here. So it's very, very interesting to me. So what you were waiting for, the wait is just about over, and things are going to start to come towards you, and you will also be able to go toward things. So maybe meeting in the middle, or, going exactly to where your destiny is. And I just see you starting something that's going to be, I keep hearing the word prosperous. So that can be like literally making money with something, or it can be prosperous in the sense of great abundance, emotional happiness, things going better than you initially planned, just like an abundance of very positive things coming together for you. The Four of Pentacles, yeah, very interesting, very, very interesting, because there's something going on here where you want to take the right steps to what it is that you are trying to start or accomplish, like whatever your goal is. And the reason why is because you want to have a very solid foundation, because I feel like whatever it is that you're about to do, there's a sense of you wanting to stay in that situation for a while. If not, like some of you, this would be, forever, where like, let's say for instance, you want to move somewhere and you want this to be the last move that you make, or maybe the only move that you make in your life. And so you want to do it right. Okay. So in that case, there may have been something that didn't quite feel right, but you're like, well, I just want to get to the end of my goal. So I'm just going to go ahead and go forward with it. Yeah. Well, that's why the universe may have stepped in to put a pause on it. So with you being patient here, and also with you trusting in the process, you're going to achieve your goal. You're going to be building something that can withstand, all of the different things that life can throw at you, right? So you're building something really, really strong, and then you can kind of, set your roots down in this new situation and stay as long as you want, basically. Whereas before, if you would have rushed into the situation, I'm not getting exactly what it is, probably because this is a general reading, so it's going to vary from person to person, but there was just something that it would have caused headache after headache, and it just would have taken you longer to get to this place of like solidifying things. So it's almost like you're going to get there faster by waiting than you would have if you would have gone forward with it to begin with. All right, so the Queen of Wands, wow. Let's talk about energy over here. Yeah, whatever it is that you are moving toward, there's a tremendous amount of energy coming towards you. And you will also be able to unleash this energy in a very positive, creative, excited manner. So definitely, I feel there's a lot of growth. Look at how tall these sunflowers are here. Very, very tall. You're taking control of things. You are back in control. See, that's what's happening here. And I just keep feeling like there's some sort of information that you didn't have yet, but you've gained this information. I feel some of you, this could be a skill or something. So let's say like this is just kind of a random example, but let's say like if you were going to open a business and you were like, I just want to get this business started. I just want to get going with it. And so you're like, let me just open it even though I'm not ready. Well, that's a tricky balance because a lot of times you never feel 100% ready, right? With any huge thing that you're going to start doing. But there is a point where, let's say that you were like, oh, well, there's this one thing that I should probably know before I do it, but I'll just do that once I get started. Well, in your case, Spirit was like, no, you should really do that first. So maybe some of you took a class or you learned something, you watched some videos online or something like that. And so now you have this extra little slice of information, of knowledge. And so that's really going to help you getting started and getting, moving ahead with this. I do feel that there is a sense of independence that's coming in for you regarding this. I feel like some of you are breaking free, not just from a pause or a slowdown, but breaking free from something that was just really annoying to you. I don't know necessarily if I feel maybe there's a handful of you out there where it was a situation that was a little bit desperate, where it's like, okay, my finances are running out. I got to get started with a new job or something like that. But I feel for the majority of you, it was more kind of just an annoyance. Like you were able to deal with something. It was quite annoying. And you wanted to just get rid of it or move on from it, like maybe a job that you didn't like, but it wasn't like, life-threatening or anything like that. But yeah, so you're breaking free from that, and it's kind of like you're making the rules now. The Three of Swords. Oof. I feel that something was pretty devastating, and I feel what it is when you had to pause your plans. I feel that you literally felt like this, like your plan was never going to happen. Some of you, I feel, some of you, okay, I'm trying to put this into words. So let me just give you an example because this is how I'm seeing it. And this will be literal for some of you. And then for others of you, you can kind of metaphorically put your situation in there. So the way that I'm seeing this is, let's say if some of you had planned to move to a new city and you were in a relationship, and based on everything that I've already said, you kind of had a feeling that you should be starting this new beginning on your own, but you were in this relationship and, it was okay, but you kind of had a feeling that it wasn't going to be long term, and this person wants to go with you. Or maybe you had, a job offer or something like that, and you're going to move somewhere, but this person's going to come with you. And the universe was like, well, that's not a good idea, because if this person goes with you, maybe you're going to get a more expensive place to live because there'll be two of you. And the universe sees that you're going to have a breakup with this person 2-3 months after you get there. And then you would have this headache of having to move because this place is too expensive, because instead of 2 incomes, there's 1 income, and, et cetera, et cetera. I could go on forever. So then the universe says, okay, let's slow down with the fogged in card. Let's take a breather. And so then you're kind of stuck where you are. So first of all, you feel devastated because you can't move forward. And then there's something that kind of comes to an end, right? So if that relationship, if that breaks up, well, then, there's a sense of sadness from that too. But the thing is that if it happens before you get to move forward with this amazing harmony, balance, and alignment, you would be moving toward that, but it wouldn't happen until the breakup happened, and so on and so forth. So it would get really, really messy. So of course, this is just an example. You could say the same thing. If you were going to move for a job and you move for the job and then that company closes and you're in this new location, without a job and you don't know anybody, and same thing. So it just feels like it could have been anywhere from a headache to a disaster for some of you. So that's why it happened, but this is coming to an end. And then you have the Four of Wands. Yeah, see? So this, like I said, the Three of Swords is coming to an end, something very painful. You're getting the green light to commit to your plans and to move forward with your plans. Remember what I was saying with the Four of Pentacles? Whatever this is that you're moving toward, it is a commitment. That's what we're seeing here. It's a commitment. It's a celebration. And there was something slightly flawed or missing or something that you needed to heal within yourself. Some of you needed to heal this card right here. Maybe this had nothing to do with you bringing something with you, but something devastating happened and you needed to get closure and heal from this before you move forward, because it would have clouded your vision. But this is what you have to look forward to. This right here, this Four of Wands, this is harmony, balance, and alignment. So do you see how this person here is holding this person's hand, saying, like, let's join together in this commitment? So this is you here going toward what you want, and what you want is going towards you. Remember I said something about meeting in the middle? So it's not literally meeting in the middle. I mean, maybe for some of you, but it's like this union of things finally coming together for you. The Wheel of Fortune, do you see what I'm saying? Things are coming together for you. There's a shift in your life. Everything that was on pause is now moving forward. You have the green light. Your fortune here from losing something with the Three of Swords, that is shifting, and you're shifting in a positive direction where everything that you want and need is going to be presented to you. Look at the snake here. There's absolutely, I feel like some of you may have outgrown something in the time that you were paused. You may have outgrown something, and had you taken that with you, it doesn't feel right to me. Now you have the snake here on the Wheel of Fortune. You have the snake here with the Hanged Woman, Hanged Man, same thing. And then you have trust here. So trust that the universe has a plan for you. The Sun card now, do you see how you have the mirror image here? Harmony, balance, alignment. I love that so much, and how the sun is shining on you, how happy these two people are here, or children. It's just amazing. It is so amazing to me that you're seeing a visual of what I've been saying throughout this entire reading. And you have the two birds here. So yeah, it's still your destiny to go where you wanted to go. Or maybe some of you even changed your plan entirely and you said, well, I was going to go over here, but now I've kind of changed my plan because this other place popped up and that sounds actually better. So yeah, you want to trust what your intuition is telling you, especially when you had to wait to move forward with this. All right. Ooh, you have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, this is really cool because, obviously the title is 222, harmony, balance, alignment. So once again, you have the three here, just like you did with the Three of Wands. But this is also going from 222 to I'm feeling like 333 energy, which is the next progression, right? So you are making progress, or you will be making progress. This plan that you have is going to start to come together, and there's going to be so many celebrations for you. You're going to feel so accomplished. And also I feel like there's something about people, places, things, and situations coming to your aid, coming to assist you, coming to help you, coming to guide you. Everything is coming together for you. It really, truly is this perfect alignment. And look at the sun shining through here. It's kind of interesting how I'm holding it like this and the moon is right here like that. But yeah, just know that you're going to make progress. It's going to happen very soon for you. And just go with your gut instinct because you're really building something. Look at here how you're literally building something, and it's right below the Four of Pentacles, which is what I was talking about, you building something that has longevity. So just keep that in mind. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 2. You have the Labradorite heart, and this is your temperance card from the Light Seers Tarot. So I'll put this back in the deck so that we have it when we get to your tarot cards, and we'll start with your oracle cards. Ooh, okay, that one. Spirit, what can you tell us for group number 2, please? Thank you. First light, beginning a new cycle. Wow, that is exciting. So whatever this new cycle is that you have going on in your life, it's going to bring you harmony, balance, and alignment. And if you can see the bird here, there are 4 little eggs here. So I feel with the 4, it's going to be all areas of your life coming from every direction where you start to see alignment and harmony and balance coming into all those different areas. I definitely feel like it's a new season for you. And I feel like this is what you have been hoping for, maybe praying for quite some time. So it's about to happen for you. So I hope you're ready. All right, let's see what else you have. Fogged in, go slow, take time. Okay, this is really interesting because this was in group number 1. So there might be something in group number 1 for you that may be beneficial in addition to whatever this reading has to say to you. So yeah, there's a new cycle. It feels like you've been waiting for something to happen. Now, with you, with group number 2, I feel like you were working towards something, but you didn't see major progress yet. But with all of the people lined up here to help move the boat, I feel that you are moving the needle with something. So you're going to finally see some progress with something. Because it feels like you were kind of stuck at shore. Like you built the boat, you had the people on the boat to get you to where you want to go. You have the sail, you have everything ready to go, and then nothing happened. So that is breaking for you. The fog is clearing. This new cycle is starting. Yeah, that's amazing. So you're basically going from this to this. And this could also mean that as you go forward into this new cycle, to go slow, take your time as you move forward, because it is going to be something new for you. So perhaps it's something that you don't necessarily want to rush into, but you had the heart. So I feel that this is something that is very near and dear to your heart. Something that maybe you've been nurturing and working toward, and just putting your whole entire heart into whatever this is, it's going to pay off for you. What can you tell us? Thank you. For group number 2. Oh, and you have 3 cards. Okay, so let's go with these 2. Ooh, you have passion. Look at that. That is exciting. So it looks like you're starting a new cycle with the passion that you have. So maybe some of you are artists or musicians or in the creative fields somehow or another. So I feel that if that's the case, there's some sort of new beginning for you that's going to make you very, very happy. For others of you, maybe you're starting your own business, or maybe you're starting a new career, or you're gonna take some time to pursue something that you have more of a passion for, because I'm feeling some of you may have had, with the fogged in here, some of you may have had a breakdown of things in your life that then got you thinking about, okay, where I've been isn't where I want to be going forward. And so it took you some time to figure out, what is it that I want to be doing? What do I want to spend my time doing? Or where do I want to go? Who do I want to be around? These types of things. So for some of you, throughout this fogged in period, you may have found a passion of yours, or you may have invested more time into a passion of yours. And you're saying, you know what, with this new cycle in my life, I'm going to focus more on this passion, and I'm going to try to do something with this. So maybe some of you are starting like a second job or something, maybe a side hustle that's going to turn into a more prosperous thing for you, where you could quit your day job and then do something that you're very, very passionate about. So you have appreciation. Okay, this card was also in group number 1, so very interesting. All right, so I feel that if whatever your passion is, not only will you be able to appreciate that you can do this more often than just as a hobby. So some of you will be making this a business. Look at the butterflies here. And then I'm also seeing with appreciation that whatever your passion is, others will appreciate what your passion is, and you will be able to have like consistent revenue coming in from something that is a passion of yours. And then you have enlightenment. Do you see what I'm saying? Some of you, when you were fogged in, you became enlightened about a passion of yours, or you became very passionate about something, and this became more of a focus in your life, whether this is a person, place, thing, situation, hobby, career, whatever it is. I feel this is becoming the focal point is the focal point of your new cycle. Yeah, absolutely. I feel something like that has happened here. So, I feel that you pursuing a passion that you have, it's going to make you feel more grounded and more feeling like you're doing the right thing, that you're on the right path with something in your life. So definitely harmony, balance, alignment is what I'm seeing in this card. What else can you tell us for group number 2? Ooh, oh wow. Okay, so 22 change. Fear is not a good advisor. Now, the thing that really got me is 22, because this is group number 2, and then the title is 222, harmony, balance, alignment, and you have 22 here. If you have been seeing the number 22, 222, or any combination of twos, this is definitely a sign for you. So fear is not a good advisor. I feel that you don't want to have fear about pursuing your passion. If you do have a fear, what Spirit is advising is something that I mentioned earlier, where you can go slow, you can take your time. So let's say you want to make your passion your career. And if you have a fear of, what if things don't happen quickly? What if it takes too long? What if I fail? What if? Spirit says, well, can you do both? Can you keep your day job, and can you start pursuing your passion in your off time? Because what I'm seeing is slowly but surely you will be able to let go of your day job and keep your passion as your full-time job. Now, it's others of you, because that's not for everybody, but others of you, what I'm seeing is that as you're ready to take a leap of faith with something, you may have a fear of change. But what I'm seeing with this is making me think of the Wheel of Fortune. So this change is a very positive change for you. I'm going to move these over just a little bit because we're going to need room for your tarot cards up on top here. I'm going to place the deck right here. So yeah, don't let fear get in the way of what it is that you want to pursue and these changes that you want to make in your life. What else can you tell us for group number 2, please? Harmony, balance, alignment. All right, what else, please? Okay. You have, let's see, the 9 of Swords. Yeah, what's going on with this fear that you have? What is going on with this fear? What are you so afraid of? Are you afraid of failure? Are you afraid that you're going to have to let something go? Like releasing something in order to start this new cycle? It's interesting because the 9 of Swords, this is a fear card. And then you have fear is not a good advisor. So I feel like I need more information regarding what is this fear, because it feels like a debilitating fear. So maybe there's a fear of change. Maybe there's a fear of failure. Maybe there's a fear of, maybe you feel like you won't be good enough, but appreciation, a lot of someone's, okay, whatever it is that you want to start, people will be very appreciative of what you're doing. Like there's some sort of talent or skill or just amazing idea that you have. So on my end, I'm not quite sure why you're feeling this way, but we're going to get more information. So let's see what we have. Knight of Wands. This is absolutely a passion that you have. Absolutely. Oh, hold on a second. Some of you, okay. Some of you, the fear, interesting. Okay. Some of you have a fear that you will always be where you are right now. So let's say that you have a passion and you would love to make money with your passion. And right now you're working a 9-to-5 job and you cannot stand it. And you're thinking, I cannot be here for the rest of my life. Please, please, please let this work. Please let me have this new cycle. So some of you have a fear that your goal won't work and you're going to be stuck where you are right now forever. What I'm seeing is that that is not going to happen. I'm seeing that it may take a little time for you. Like I said, some of you may need to keep your job, your day job, as you pursue your passion and then slowly but surely let that go. But I'm seeing that you're not going to be stuck where you currently are. So go after your passion. Just take your time. You know, don't just quit your day job if you don't have a lot of savings, because it may take a little bit of time. But I do see that moving forward toward that is a very, very positive change for you. The Lover's card. Wow. Do you see all this passion that you have in this reading? So you're very, very passionate about something. Some of you, maybe some of you do have a love interest, and there's a lot of passion here and you're wanting to go forward, but you also have a fear about maybe getting hurt or, you know, whatever. And Spirit is saying, well, you know what? Just go slow. Take your time. You know, go slow, take your time, see how things unfold for you. And that is true with everything. If you have a passion for music and you want to do that full time, but you have this great fear that, oh, well, maybe it won't work out, right? Well, you know what? Fear is not a good advisor. If you have a fear that something might not work out, are you just not going to do it? Or are you going to go slow and see what happens? So I feel that you don't necessarily have to put all of your eggs in one basket, as the saying goes. Where you don't have to just go in 100%, even though you have all of the eggs in one basket here. You don't have to go in 100%. You can go in, 20%, 30%, 50%, and slowly ease into it as you're feeling more comfortable. But yeah, there's a decision to make here. Are you going to stay where you are, or are you going to try whatever your passion is, whatever your goal is? The Three of Wands, see? I see you going forward. I see you going forward with something, and I see you being successful. I absolutely do. There's a lot of growth potential for whatever this situation is with you, whether it's a romantic relationship, a new business venture, setting your sights on moving to a new country or, location, whatever it is. You definitely have a lot of fear that could potentially hold you back from even trying this at all. But Spirit says, you know what? Give it a go. Just at least try, because if you don't try, you'll probably regret it. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here with the Three of Wands. The Page of Cups. Yeah, do you see this is something that is in your heart? Something that you almost feel like you cannot not do this, right? You feel like if you didn't pursue this, you would wonder the rest of your life what would have happened. And I'm just seeing like it's almost like kind of in the sense like an obsessive thought where you can't stop thinking about this particular thing. Whatever it is, it's like you just have this calling. You're feeling pulled towards something, to do something, to start something new, to make a change in your life. And Spirit is saying, don't let your fear hold you back. There's something, hold on, before I get to this card. There is something very surprising. Let me set this down for a second so I can focus. There's something very surprising and very unique about this situation, you know, whatever's going on here that you can't see yet. I feel like you will be landing, so to speak, in a very unique situation with very unique circumstances and people around you with this new cycle. It is to your benefit. It's something very, very rare and very, very unique. So let me say it this way. So you know how there's, you know, certain love stories that come around for some people, not even once in a lifetime, where you can see a couple and they are just like made for each other. So some of you, your love story is waiting for you. And then for others of you, it's finding something that is so perfect for you, like for your career or the environment you want to be in, that it could not be any more unique or any more perfect. So yeah, I wanted to say that because I feel like you're going to be a little bit surprised where you end up like a year or two down the road if you start this new beginning, because it's very positive though. But there's something very surprising that happens with you taking this chance. Okay. So, so with the Four of Cups here, remember how I was saying, like, if you have a job and you're just not happy and you can't imagine having to do that for the rest of your life? That's what I'm feeling with this card. There's something about where you are right now. It's mundane. It's not exciting. It's just the same old every day. It's the same thing, new day. And it's just kind of draining you, draining your energy. This over here is exactly what we've been talking about. This over here is your passion. This is you doing something that you will appreciate, that will bring in so much, just I'm hearing love and light and abundance and harmony and balance and alignment and all of those things. And so I feel that for some of you, it took you being in this mundane situation to kind of wake you up to the fact that there's something else out there for you, that you deserve more. So just keep that in mind. So we have the Knight of Swords here. You know, with this Knight of Swords going right below the Nine of Swords and beginning a new cycle, I'm feeling like feel the fear and do it anyway. That's what I'm feeling here. Go after your dreams. Go after your heart. Don't let anything stop you. I feel like, first of all, you're being guided. Remember I was talking about... what was the word I used? But it's almost like a magnetic pull towards something. It's like you can't ignore this feeling. You're thinking about it. And the more you think about it, the more it feels right. You see this bird here? Something is guiding you somewhere. Like you're chasing after a dream. You're going after something. And Spirit says, go for it. It's going to be worth it. All right. And, you know, like I said, you can go for it. But you can also... if things are moving too quickly, slow them down, right? So you don't have to quit your job. You can keep your job and pursue your passion and slowly ease into it. So you have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense because over here, fear is not a good advisor. There's a lot of fear that is in this reading, but it's contained. That's a good word for it, contained. So you have the Seven of Swords. You also have the Nine of Swords here, which is fear. So look at this here. Okay, this Seven of Swords is here. The Nine of Swords is here. And then right in this block right here, then you have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So the Knights are movement. So this is movement toward your passion, right? Because this is movement, and look at your passion is right here. So right next to these cards, you have passion. So the thought of moving toward your passion is creating this intense fear, especially with the Seven of Swords. It's you feeling like putting yourself in the spotlight. You feel like, oh no, I don't know if I can handle this. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if people will like what I have to offer. It is very much imposter syndrome where you think, oh, well, maybe I can't pull this off. Or people wonder, oh, what are you doing that? It doesn't even make any sense. But it does make sense because you have a talent, you have a passion, or maybe you're interested in somebody or something. Maybe you have a fear that if it's a romantic relationship that someone's not going to be faithful or they're not going to tell you the truth about things. Or maybe you're going to go after a dream job that you have, but you have a fear because your last job didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to. So you have a fear. What if this is the same thing? It's keeping you up at night. Now, I feel that there's a dual thing going on here where that thought is keeping you up at night, but you also have the, the opposite thought, which is, well, how do I not pursue this, right? So it's this back and forth tug of war between your intuition and your ego. And Spirit is saying, look, let go of that ego. Fear is not a good advisor. Follow your intuition, follow the signs. The Nine of Cups. So this particular Nine of Cups, when I pulled this card just now, I saw a flash of the Fool card. You taking a leap of faith towards your dreams and being very, very successful. But you can't reach that pot of gold unless you take that leap of faith, right? So go after your heart. I mean, do you see right here? It's like by the heart chakra, how bright it is. And then this is right below the Lover's card. So you absolutely have a choice. Can you stay where you are? Well, yes, of course you can, but I don't think that's going to bring you happiness. Can you pursue your dream? Yeah, absolutely. Will that bring you happiness? Yeah, I think it will. Is it going to be difficult at times? Probably. You know, a lot of times, you know, it's not perfect, but you figure it out and you keep going. Yeah, so follow your heart. The Three of Cups. Look at that. You're celebrating. Okay, so there's something about threes here. So you have the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups. What is the three? I mean, oh, wait a minute. And then, no, you don't have it there. Okay. So three. Let me see. Well, you only have 2 threes, but there's something with 3. So maybe it's like the third of the month. It could be month number 3 in the year. So March. It could be 3 weeks from now. It could be 3 months from now. There's something about 3, and I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it has some sort of significance. Maybe you've been seeing the number 3. Maybe some of you are 33. So yeah, so beyond that, things are going to come together for you. You're not going to be alone. You're not going to be standing here on this cliff waiting for something to come in and it doesn't come in. It does come in. Timing's going to be a little bit different for all of you because this is a general reading, but things are going to happen for you. And I really feel like you are going to be so grateful, you know, the appreciation here. Oh, okay. So part of it, but there's more to it for each individual with the 3 here. This is going to be very specific what number 3 means to you, but it's also the harmony, balance, and alignment that is the title of this reading. That is everything that you will find if you go toward your passion. Okay, so the 3 of Swords. Very interesting. Very interesting. And I say that because there are some similarities to group number 1. I said that earlier, but I'm picking up on more of them because now you have the 333. Okay. So I feel, let me hold this card because when I hold the card, sometimes I feel more energy. Okay, so it feels like right now you're in a bit of a conundrum because you feel this way if you don't pursue your passion, but you also feel this way if you do pursue your passion. Because if you stay where you are, you feel like this is what you have to look forward to for the rest of your life. So this is not sustainable. You feel like wherever you are right now, you can see this tree here. There's no growth potential. There's like, it's like I cannot keep doing this, and I feel like it's not healthy for you to keep doing that. Some of you are being torn in all different directions because someone or something wants you to stay here, and you're like, but I can't, right? And so you feel torn, like I want to move on, but I feel like I have to stay here. Others of you feel like this regarding putting yourself out there with your passion, and it terrifies you because you have this extreme fear of failure or an extreme fear of criticism or something like that. But the thing is, people are going to appreciate what you're doing. And there's always going to be one or two people who have something negative to say. But you know what? That does not matter because 98% of the people are going to appreciate what you are doing. So yeah, you are in a bit of a conundrum. I feel that you need to take your time before you rush into anything and listen to your heart. Okay, so try to block out your ego, which is the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Listen to what your heart is trying to tell you, and then make a decision. So yeah, the 3-3-3 here, instead of this right here, you're going to have harmony, balance, and alignment. The King of Cups. Okay, this literally is harmony, balance, alignment. So yeah, pursue your passion, listen to your intuition, not your ego, like I just said. Go after your dreams. Yeah, look at this. This is where you are right now, or maybe you already moved into pursuing your passion. This right here, this amazing offering that you have right here that is your passion. This is you sitting with your passion. This is you pursuing your passion and finding your place in the universe, feeling very balanced, feeling just this abundance of happiness, and feeling like you're very accomplished and you're very happy with your decision, no matter what it is. Whether it's romantic, business, following music, whatever it is. So you're going to feel like you made the right decision by pursuing that, by pursuing your passion. So I hope this reading helped you. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 3. You have the clear quartz, and this is your temperance card from the Earth Woman Tarot. So I'll put this back in the deck, and we will start with your oracle cards. Oh, okay. There we go. All right, so let's see what you have. Vast vistas expand your horizons. Ooh, are you wanting to move somewhere, or I'm seeing like there's either a move that you want to make, or there is, or maybe traveling, but I'm also seeing that can be metaphorical, where you're wanting to expand like your career or expand your skill set or something like that. So I feel like whatever this idea is that you have to expand something, it's like you want to break out of the norm. You want to take a chance on something. Some of you want to see how far you can push yourself, see how much you can achieve, something like that. And Spirit is saying, go for it, because this is going to bring you that harmony, balance, and alignment that we are talking about today. I also feel like you've kind of outgrown your current situation, and it's time for you to kind of shed your skin and expand yourself. Like, don't limit yourself. So there's something about this boat right here too. I feel the boat is, I mean, if you go down this path, there's going to be something there waiting for you. So it's not like you're going to sink or swim, you know? You're going to get on the boat, and the boat's going to be a mode of transportation to get you further based on you expanding where you currently are right now, or expanding like a vision that you have for yourself or something like that. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how Spirit said, if you expand your horizons, that is going to bring you harmony, balance, alignment, and abundance. So it truly is infinite abundance. I mean, you can see you have what looks like apple trees right here. And, you know, it's like, typically when you go to the grocery store, there's this infinite supply of apples, right? They're always there. You can always buy some. And I feel that that's exactly what would happen for you. Like right now, this is lacking because you're so confined, like you're confined in this box right here. And so there's only so much that can fit in that box. But where you're going, it's literally infinite potential. You can take it as far as you want to go. Now, I feel that's the other thing that I was seeing with the boat. So let's say if some of you want to expand your horizons with like a business or with your career, this is something that I feel could go global. So some of you could be stepping into a career where you may be traveling overseas, or you may be communicating with people in different countries. Maybe some of you want to learn a different language. That would be very beneficial for, not all of you, of course, but those of you who are already thinking about that. Some of you, let's say if you have like a little boutique shop right now, you could develop a product that's going to go global, where you can sell that product, online. And you could have like an international community that really connects with a product that you have. You know, there's countless examples I could give, but those are just a few that kind of popped into my mind. What else can you tell us for group number 3, please? Passion. Okay, this is in group number 2. So yeah, I definitely feel like you have a passion for expanding your horizons. And some of you may have a passion for, anything. It could be music, it could be a talent that you have. But I feel like some of you have felt boxed in where you are, and you're not feeling as fulfilled as you would be if you expand. And so Spirit is saying, look at everything that expanding your horizons can bring you. Abundance, passion, harmony, balance, alignment, right? So I feel like there's a community of people where, like, when you expand your horizons, it's not just you. You kind of align with a group of people who, some of these people could be like in your soul group, in your soul tribe. But I feel like you're finding where you belong. There's, for some of you, there is like a lot of you, there's support where you're going. There's mutual, like people who have the same interests as you, people who are on the same wavelength as you. So people who, like if you're going to be working in a group of people or something, everybody has the same goal in mind. Things like that. And so it's like they have the passion that you have for something, for the work that you want to do or something like that. Some of you I'm seeing maybe traveling to other countries and kind of integrating with the culture there or something like that. So definitely some of you want to move to a different country. You have strength. Ooh, I feel like this idea is gaining strength. There's something about this card with the lion and the fairy here, how they're together, and this boat here. I just feel like there's a community where you're going. When you pursue this passion, like you're going to gain interest. People are going to be interested in you, in what your passion is. You're going to find other people with the same passion. It's gaining strength. And I feel that with the lion and the boat, it has the potential to take you very, very far. So very broad places. I feel like there's no stopping you. And you're also very protected because you have the lion here, and then you have the lotus flowers here. With the lotus flowers, I always get protection. And then definitely with the lion here, I feel like no one's gonna, get in your way when you have the lion in front of you. So yeah, you're very, very, very protected with this idea that you have. What else can you tell us for group number 3? And I feel some of you, if you do like move somewhere, if you just want to go somewhere and expand your horizons, there's something about you finding a passion once you get there. Others of you already know what your passion is and you're supposed to pursue that's what this is talking about. But yeah, it's like, I feel for you, a lot of things come into alignment beyond what this specific situation is here. It's going to vary for each of you because it is a general reading. So when we talk about harmony, balance, and alignment, I feel that everything kind of comes into alignment for you in all areas of your life based on you expanding your horizons. All right. Ooh, see, you have number 21, adventure, be open to new experiences. So number 21, this is so fascinating to me because of what I've been saying about traveling overseas, new cultures, things like that. 21 in the tarot deck, a lot of you know this, but some of you don't. That is the world card in the tarot deck. So literally, I've been talking about expanding a business worldwide, traveling worldwide, communicating with people in different cultures, different places. So whatever this is, you have expand your horizons and be open to new experiences. This is definitely the universe giving you signs that if you are thinking about expanding your life in any shape or form, it doesn't matter if you want to move to the city next to the city that you're living right now. That's expanding your horizons. Or if you want to move to a country all the way across the world from you, it doesn't matter how big it seems to you. Expanding your horizons however you are comfortable with doing and being open to these new experiences, that's exactly how you're going to find your harmony, balance, and alignment. What else can you tell us for group number 3, please? Okay, I feel like they are ready. I don't know if you saw that, but this one got stuck on my finger. So I always know when the cards are ready. Okay, so you have the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. So definitely you don't want to be limited to this one little crop here, right? Because you have what looks like lemon trees, I think, right here. So think about how many lemons you could get if you planted lemon trees in other places. If you expand your horizons, it's literally infinite. It really is how far you can take this. And so with the 7 of Pentacles, I am definitely getting that you're very, very passionate about something. This is something that you are putting a lot of thought and energy into. Some of you, this is starting off as an interest that you have and it's going to grow into a passion. Others of you have already gone through that phase where you had an interest and it already is a passion and you've decided that you want to move forward with this and you want to expand this. And Spirit is saying absolutely expand your horizons, have a lot of patience, because I feel that your best friend right now is going to be planning things and being very, very strategic with how you go about things. So if you experience any delays or anything like that, Spirit is saying that's all part of the plan. If you have any delay, that's just the universe's way of saying, let's evaluate things. Where do you want to go next? What do you need to do to help grow this passion that you have? The Ace of Swords, whatever is on your mind right now, it's an amazing idea. I mean, amazing. Amazing. I don't even know how to tell you how amazing this is. With the crown right here, I feel like you're going to achieve very, very high success. I feel also that the more that you plan, whatever this is, the more that you research it, the more that you start slowly but surely inching your way toward this, the more you're going to know that you're on the right path. The Two of Pentacles. Ooh, this is balance, harmony, and alignment. Yeah, so another thing I'm feeling here, so you have the boats again. That's really interesting because remember you have the boat right here and how that really stood out to me for some reason, that boat on the first card. There's expansion here because this boat, it is a little bit further away, but it does also look smaller to me than this boat here. So I feel it's kind of like a step ladder, or like building blocks is probably a better way to put it, building blocks, where you are slowly but surely, especially with the Seven of Pentacles here, you're slowly but surely building upon success and then building upon that success and building upon that success. And I feel that this idea that you have is the way for you to find inner harmony, balance, and alignment, as well as outer harmony, balance, and alignment. So inner and outer peace also, I feel. And I do feel like you will be very, very grounded in this idea. And I do feel at first there may be, I don't know if I want to call it trial and error, but it's kind of like dipping your toe in something and saying, okay, how does this feel? Do I want to, continue with this particular thing? And then kind of pausing for a minute to reflect on that and then making a decision on that and then dipping your toe in something else and saying, okay, how does this feel? And it doesn't necessarily have to last for a long time. It's just Spirit is saying, that's what they see you doing. And then you hit on something. And it's like, oh, okay, this is what works. This is what I want to do. So I'm going to do this. Or, just kind of like exploring different things and being kind of like a free spirit and, just being very adventurous. Yeah. So it's like in one aspect, like you're very committed to something, but then on the outer layers of that, you're kind of like, well, let me see. Do I like that? Do I like that? Do I like that? And then kind of, building this very, very strong environment around you. It's almost like if you are planting, so you planted the tree here and you're like, okay, which flowers do I want to put here? What colors would go with the lemons? Just figuratively speaking, of course. And then you're like, okay, so would pink look good? And you're like, okay, yeah, that looks good. What if I put green? And so it's just kind of analyzing what you want to bring into your life. But all of these things that you choose to bring into your life continue to bring in abundance. So everything just starts to work in unison for you. The Chariot card, look at you go. Look at you expanding your horizons. You're going on that adventure. And look at how free you feel. The woman here in the Chariot has her arms out, like, yay, I'm free. I'm moving forward. Yeah. Wow. So I'm picking up that planning and having a solid plan is going to be your best friend right now. But I also feel like you can go explore this thing without committing to it 100%. So like, I guess an analogy I could use, like, let's say if you're wanting to change career direction and like you want to expand your work life. And instead of just jumping into one company just because that is what you think is what's going to get you to where you want to go, you can do tons and tons and tons of research on the internet about different companies that you want to work for. Maybe you could even volunteer at different companies and see which one fits with your energy, with your vibe, with what you're looking for. So for some of you, that could be literal. For others of you, it's more metaphorical, where you can just kind of put your situation in there because it is a general reading. So it's going to vary a little bit. The Sun card, look at that. It's like so nourishing. When you expand your horizons, you're no longer feeling like you're stuck in a box. You're feeling very, grounded, very at one with your environment. Like there's so much growth potential where you're going. Remember I said inside you have, like inside your body, inside your soul, you have this harmony, balance, alignment. I feel for some of you, you may be getting like, I'm picking up some of you are getting like colds a lot, or like you have like allergies where you are, something like that, where like your body is not getting the nutrients from your environment that it needs to run on its full potential. And I'm seeing that that changes with where you go. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just saying, like, the environment is nourishing on multiple levels for you. And so with that, in the strength card right here, I feel like whatever environment you're going to expand your horizons into, you definitely have, it's like you're growing into the person that you've always been meant to be, because I feel that you've been limiting yourself in this environment that you've been in, but that starts to fade away and you're no longer hiding a certain part of your personality or something like that. It's like you have the freedom to grow. You're not afraid to grow. You're not afraid to put yourself out there, things like that. The Emperor. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying before, have a very solid plan before moving forward. That is going to be your best friend right now. But that doesn't mean that you can't go explore these areas. Maybe you want to move overseas. Well, instead of just moving over there, right, you want to go to different places and make sure you know exactly where you want to move. And so have a solid plan. What are the laws there? What are the rules? How do you move your stuff there? You know, all of that. But if you do that, then I feel like it's, you know, for the most part, smooth sailing with the Chariot card here. So with the Emperor, I do feel like you're going to get to where you're going and you're going to set roots down there and you're going to be probably happier than you've ever been this far in your life. The High Priestess. Ooh, very interesting. So I feel that there's kind of a mysterious force that's drawing you somewhere, that's pulling you somewhere. I feel that there are certain things that are not, like, you're not going to know how certain things are going to turn out until you take this leap of faith. So there is going to be a bit of mystery regarding this new path that you're going to be going on. It's all good stuff though. Let me get another card because I want to see here. The Ten of Swords. So you've outgrown where you are. Definitely you've outgrown where you are. It's just, it feels like if you stay where you are, you're gonna feel almost depressed. Maybe you already are depressed where you are. For some of you, where you are right now, something may have come to an end, like a relationship, a job. Maybe some of you were like a caretaker for a loved one and, you know, maybe they passed on to the other side and you're feeling really devastated, but at the same time, you're feeling like, well, now I have the freedom to, you know, move on from the situation that I've been in. And I feel that for some of you, something happened that gave you this idea. You know, let's say if you lost your job suddenly, which, you know, is very devastating. And we're seeing that here with the Ten of Swords. But there's also a mystery connected to why this Ten of Swords happened. And I feel that it happened because some of you were maybe not necessarily awake to the fact that you are becoming very stagnant where you are, and it's leading into kind of a depression because you feel so boxed in. But some of you have become so used to that feeling that you don't realize it until the universe pulled you out of it with the Ten of Swords. And so, yeah, that could be part of the mystery that I was seeing with the High Priestess as well. So some of you, well, I feel all of you with the High Priestess, there's something as you go forward into this journey that you're not going to see until you get there, but it's going to be a really, really happy surprise. And then, so I feel like that's kind of for all of you. And then for some of you, this High Priestess is pointing to why you went through the Ten of Swords, if something unexpected happened. So you have the Seven of Swords here. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying about if you stay in your current environment or where you were previously, you do not have the opportunity to expand. It's almost like you're being stagnated in a cocoon phase because you have all of these butterflies here. So it's like you went from the caterpillar into the cocoon, but then you're stuck in the cocoon, just like this box right here. And you can't go back and you can't go forward, and you're just stuck in limbo. And it would be a very, very uncomfortable place for you to stay in. So yeah, I feel that if you continue to stay where you are, you're going to continue to feel like you're not accomplishing anything, and that time is going to start to get away from you. But the thing is, you can leave, right? You don't have to stay there. And it just feels like something is very, very off balance where you currently are, or where you previously were in the recent past. It just, it could even be that someone's taking advantage of you. And it's time for you to expand your horizons because, like, let's say if this is related to work and you're working for a company who's made all these promises and they haven't delivered on those promises, but they continue to use you for, labor, and they're not giving you promotions or raises that they promised to you. And so you're stuck and you're not making the money that you should be. But if you expand your horizons, then you'll have more money coming in and you'll feel more balanced. So, just things like that, situations like that. See, you have the Five of Pentacles. You're not happy where you are right now. There's something that is lacking, and it's Spirit is saying that it's only going to get worse the longer that you stay here. Absolutely. And some of you may be like in a profession that you have no interest in. You're just doing it for a paycheck. And so you feel like, you kind of feel like you need to make a change, but at the same time, you feel like you're losing your energy to even think about making a change. But I feel once again, there's an energy of being put in this situation so that you can wake up to what your passion is. You can wake up to your true potential. And so these three cards down here, this is showing that you are feeling out of your element. Something is seriously wrong down here. But look at your Strength card up here. This is when you get your power back. And you take your power back and you pursue something with this Chariot card that you will have great passion for. The Star card, do you see? So there's something waiting for you on the other side of feeling very uncomfortable down here. This is you achieving a goal. This is your dreams coming true. This is that infinite abundance that we talk about up here, because look at all the stars shining. A little bit of a windy path here with the water. There's a lot of healing. I mean, look at this environment that you're in down here. It's not giving you anything. It's not doing anything for you except maybe giving you a headache. But here, look at this row here. The Star card, the Sun card, the Strength card. These are very, very, very potent, powerful cards that shows that by going on an adventure, by expanding your horizons, you're going to land exactly where you're supposed to be. A lot of your dreams will be fulfilled when you expand your horizons. Wow, the Knight of Cups. This is saying, pursue your passions, follow your heart. Leave this here behind, the 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and 5 of Pentacles, leave that behind. Because what you want in your life, it's out there waiting for you. It's literally sitting there just waiting for you. This is you going after that infinite abundance. This is you expanding your horizons, going on an adventure, being open to new experiences. And it's also showing you with the Emperor card here, it is showing that you are building something. You're slowly but surely building something. You're following your dreams. You're going to be successful. And with all of that, that's how you get your harmony, balance, and alignment. So I wish you so much luck. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.